Hey guys, so basically what I'm going to be talking about right now is my very first wrestling experience, like the first live show I went to. It was in 2007, the WWE were touring to South Africa, and I was 13 at the time. I originally wasn't going to go to that. It was just on the picture they weren't coming to the city I live in. And for me to travel to one of the cities that they were going to would have meant that I was going to have to miss school, which wasn't really an option. So really, when they announced that the tickets were going on sale, I really didn't think that I was going to be able to go. What ended up making me be able to go was the year before that, or a few months before that. I was 12 then. Um, there was this wrestling thing. It wasn't WWE, but I don't know really what it was. There were superstars that used to be in the WWE and superstars from South Africa. It was just a mixture of wrestlers that got a show together. I can't remember what it was called, but it wasn't anything known. I don't actually know quite really what it was, but they were wrestlers and they were going to tour South Africa and they were coming to my city and I was going to go to that. And I was obviously 12 years old. I didn't care that it wasn't WWE. I just wanted to see wrestling. I was excited for it. I got like information on every wrestler that was going to be there. I printed every single superstar, made a file of it, and I was stoked. Like I couldn't wait to go and experience wrestling live. I was going with my dad, and it was raining that day. Now it was going to be in an open stadium where they were playing, well, where they were wrestling, and the rain had stopped. So I thought, good, we're going to get the wrestling. And so as we were walking, because where it was being held, it was close to where we lived, so we could walk there. We were walking there and I noticed it was very empty, like there weren't any cars. As we got to the gate, there was a security guard there at the gate for where the entrance was, and said to us, "Are you here for the wrestling?" My dad was like, "Yes." And he's like, "Apologize, it's been cancelled. Your money will be refunded." I tell you that I was gutted when I heard that. That really was one of the worst days of my life. It will go down as one of the worst days of my life. Not because of what happened per se, like obviously now, like, you know, um, an event getting cancelled, that's not going to really be something that would affect my life that much that I would say it's one of the worst days of my life. But because I was so young, it's and I have the memory of that feeling where I had like I was crushed. I mean, when you're at that age, you really don't have much to worry about, and it's something that you're really looking forward to just not happen like that, not postponed, cancelled. It was a horrible feeling, and I always remember that feeling, and because of that, it'll be one of the worst days of my life. Yeah, not to sound over dramatic or anything, but it's true. I'll never forget that feeling. But yeah, it's funny because that one of those worst days of my life, whatever, ended up giving me one of the best days of my life. Because my dad, he said that he was like, he felt so sorry for me and all that. And I guess it was because of that, because of the thing getting cancelled, that he decided, you know what, I'm going to let him miss a few days of school and I'm going to take him to the WWE. So a few days later, I wasn't like mad or anything, if that's what you think. I didn't like go crazy and get upset with everyone until I got tickets to wrestling. The wrestling was not in my mind. Like I was just so upset about that wrestling getting cancelled. I wasn't angry with it. I was just so disappointed. I didn't like even think about the WWE at that point. But then a couple of days later, my dad comes to me and he surprises me with tickets. He says, "I've got tickets for us. We're going to the WWE." And on top of that, I was going to miss a few days of school. So all in all, win-win. Ended up being for the best. I was extremely excited. I was going to see from wrestlers really I didn't really even know, just to go wrestling to watching the WWE. And really, I was, ugh. So it all worked out for the best. So we took the trip up to Cape Town the day of the wrestling. The wrestling was at night. The day we drove up, spent the whole day in the car. Um, Arrived at the Velodrome in Cape Town, so they were having it. Um, I don't remember that much of it because I was pretty young. I remember some like remember when Greg Khali had that guy who would almost speak for him or whatever, like manager, that little guy, little I can't remember what his name was, but I remember he had a match. Ric Flair was there, he had a match. They even had the tag team titles change hands at the event, which doesn't often happen in a live event. Brian Kendrick and whoever he's Paul or whatever, whoever his tag team partner was, the cruiserweights, they beat. Sorry, I'm really forgetting his name, but there were those two like Scottish lumberjack tag team that they beat for the titles. And the main event was John Cena defending his title against Randy Orton. Obviously, the title would get defended, seeing it's a live tour, but it was honestly one of the best nights. I sat in about the ninth row. Yeah, so we had great seats, and Jeff Hardy was there as well. So really, I think that day will go down as one of the best days of my life, one of the best nights of my life, and it all happened from one of the worst days of my life. So it's quite funny how life works sometimes. But yeah, I thought that was quite an interesting story, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Leave a comment below to let me know what you think of it. And I'd love any video responses about what your first wrestling experience was. Okay, cheers.